Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today's zombies on the channel, and they are better than ever because Aetherdrift actually had a surprising amount of support for zombie decks. With Zahur Glorious Pass we can sacrifice all the creatures, get zombie back, and with the graveyard you can actually do some shenanigans because you can replay all the zombies with Cursecloth Wrapping, 4 mana artifact. This is kinda important because it's an artifact, buffs every zombie, very hard to remove, and you can basically replay every zombie again from the graveyard. So basically this kinda doubles the value of all the zombies you play during the game. And also, of course, we have the Ascendant for some, aristocratic action whenever you sacrifice stuff, but most of all, you just get all of those synergies, and with Lich Lord, you can actually cast zombies again from the graveyard. So yeah, you can just basically reuse every card again. And I know, guys, I know, there's one card that is a little bit not zombies, but it actually triggers out of every single zombie in our deck, except Zahur. And we'll talk about the card in the outro. Did it work or not? And it's also resistant to removal, so it has a lot of upsides. And with that being said, let's go to the games and see how it went. Oh boy, guys, this is not exactly the land opening we're looking for, but at some point we'll do another land. I'm sure of it. We always get flooded, so we will get a random land during this game. See? Easy. Guys, I legit cut lands before this game, and I still get like 4 of them. I'm at 22, I believe, right now. Alright, but that's fine. First things first. I think with this we can go for the Baron. Even if they kill it, that's fine. Swing, that's extra damage. We want this maximum speed. And on the next turn we can go for the basically Lord and like just don't discard. This is the last turn where they can discard wrappings. Later, until end of the game, they cannot do anything about this card. Alright. This could be very interesting. That's a rough one. I could try to kill this. They will block Baron. I think I fought too much and they will realize. What? Okay. I could actually just go for it. You know what? I'm fine with it. If we trade, I'm happy. Because we will get it back on the next turn, right? Basically for free. I just needed to kill Preacher, so they never get the value from this. And basically we get, Zahur every turn forever for free. I don't even mind this absolutely perfect Lily.
Enough with the mysteries.
We can even kill her with Sanctuary, which might be a good idea. Alright. This will be a very interesting game. I think we will literally go for Liliana right now. Especially that the Sanctuary gets a pump forever. And let's make sure that we activate the right one. Liliana is insanely powerful, so I really want to get rid of her. Especially that we can also kinda tax our opponent, because if they want to answer Sanctuary, they need to spend most of their turn. So I think it's still worth it, and we can even go for another Sanctuary, because I kid you not, I literally thought that they probably have another one, so we will have to do it again on the next turn. Oh boy, oh boy, what?
And I don't appreciate
is that Tom or something? I really want to get rid of Liliana every time, so they never have, any kind of advantage. This could be go for the throat. So this might be a bit awkward. Do we try to go for the value? I can go for Zahur. I think we don't mind the discard, at least for now. They will get more creatures, but maybe we can, get enough. The mana is literally as awkward as humanly possible, but we need to roll with it. I just want some extra value. Alright, let's see. I thought, they never had a chance to use Go for the Throat so far, so I'm pretty sure they have something like this. We can go for the Path of the Dead, or so-called Cavern of Souls. Oh my god, Valgavot? What? Okay. That's a little bit scary. We don't have the speed, which is a bit of a problem. Harvester... oh, that's definitely an oops. What? What? How does this one work? Okay. Maybe they just want to protect Liliana. Maybe that's the play. We could go for the Baron, force this trade, or just attack with 2 different creatures and get rid of Liliana and potentially Harvester. That's not a bad play. We still go for this. Alright, they are fully tapped. Let's go. Because I think we can get pretty decent trade here. And let's get rid of Liliana, because she is insanely scary. And then we can start being ahead. Okay, so we can debuff it to 3-2. So it's still trade, so let's just go with this. Alright, we solved everything, they have 1 card. Guys, how bad can it be? Famous last words, how bad can it be? And we will, on the next turn, finally, hopefully activate the speed. This is acceptable, we can actually go for a stab, which is super good. Finally, alright guys, alright, we are getting there. So first things first, we attack. They will block, we stab, that's why, look, cut down wouldn't do this. That's why we have stab, and you can see how much better this is. We got a free trade, there was no combat damage, so Death Touch doesn't work. And now, we go with this. Yeah, I actually care more about this rat. Oh, and I can still play this. Oh my god, that's perfect. That's perfection. And as you can see, Sanctuary is getting bigger and bigger. Now we can play 2 creatures from the graveyard every time, and we will outvalue them over time. Because simply they just won't have enough cards. Let's swing. We cannot deal damage, so... I mean, we could with the rat, but then we tap Sanctuary, so it doesn't make sense. Now we have speed. And now we can go for this. It is a tapped creature, so we still wait. Alright, and with this we should win. Yep, I appreciate it, man. Oh man, that was a bit of a challenge, but we did it. Alright, so our opponent is going first. We have decent mana, a little bit too many wrappings, and a little bit too little creatures, but we are getting there. This is a nice draw. Now we have the perfect curve. And on the next turn we can go for the Raceway and already go to speed 2. Man, this is interesting. I think this could be a good start. It might be mono blue. I could go double. I have to go for this. I honestly think we just go Zahur. Let's go like this. Because this will get the speed going already. And we can start attacking, and now we can already try to, you know, sacrifice something if we want. For example, if that would be, well, not Anoint with Affliction, but they could go Swamp. You know, it won't happen, but we have options. That's basically the thing. And oh boy, we are getting there. First things first. Let's swing and see what happens. This is very threatening for... I think we should win this. I think this is good enough. Like, we have very nice opening with 1, 2, 3. And they will probably try to answer 1 for 1, but this is a ton of damage. They might have a counter spell. It really felt that they hold on to something. This cannot be a removal spell, so I don't think we'll go with Innocence, honestly. I think we want to force them to react to this. If they have 3 steps ahead, that's basically their full turn, and that 5 damage a turn is basically on top. And after that, we play this and we start repeating everything. Alright. There are no blue sweepers except one, the Saga, but it creates 1/1, so we don't care. See, they had something. I wonder what the deck is. The problem with mono blue is that they don't have sweepers. Oh, so this is like hyper meal that tries to race you, basically. They can go for this, but they will be... I think they will be dead faster. Even Mindbreaker into Jace is probably too slow. And that's why it's so important to just go absolutely ham with those creatures. And we didn't even go for the value engines, because right now we need to keep pushing, keep pushing. Whenever you don't see a color with a sweeper, you just have to punish it. And on the next turn we can start producing some zombies, which is super nice, and also draining them. This damage doesn't matter, it will be about milling. By the way, we have a ton of zombies in the graveyard right now. So take this hit, they will never kill you with damage, they will kill you with meal. And we still have 25, so Jace doesn't do it. The Monument, oh my god. No, Monument is 2 mana, so they need 6 to exhaust, so that means we have 1 more turn. Which means we swing. Oh, we could go for the Raceway, but not on this turn. So let's swing, see what happens. Alright, down to 5. And how do we do it? I could go for Innocence, it's really tempting. This is not the most power is this into this. But I honestly think... oh man, we really should go for this. So we go for the Raceway. We go this into Engine Rat. I want to make sure that it's as painful for our opponent as humanly possible. And we're all... this is the zombie deck, man. This Lich Lord is pretty cool. If that survives, you can basically replay the whole board again. We can sacrifice something. I should probably keep doing it already, right? Because we can only activate it once a turn. So I kinda missed it. I could sacrifice this, get the token, and it would be bigger than this. Yep, they will scoop. That's the problem with mono blue. If you don't have white, you cannot answer white boards. That's why we go absolutely ham with white board. You need to have the, know the weaknesses of each color. And I think the only option is Aetherdrift, the thing that bounces all the attacking creatures, right? But nobody plays it except us. So yeah, here you go. Alright, so this is a weird hand a little bit. I hope we will play against something that has creatures, because otherwise we are losing like half the hand. And indeed, our opponent is using creatures, which is super nice. They didn't want the scout. Alright, sure. I'll be honest, this is pretty good opening. Not amazing, but pretty solid. That means we can start dealing some damage. We can still develop the board a little bit. But the next turn is very important. What we will draw. Obviously we want to go for the Baron, but we'll see if we can. This could be a very nice bait, We definitely go this. I mean, I'll just roll like this. This is good value for us. And then I can save go for the throat for the future. I'm a little bit scared because they have white mana, but this is obviously some kind of creature deck. So I'm not super scared of Ooze because we have go for the throat. Alright, so we forced a block here just because we have so much pressure and they feel that they need to do it. And with Lich Lord, everything we lose gets back. I'm a little bit scared that it's some weird Sunfall lockdown deck. Huh. Not super sure, to be honest. This doesn't really do much, right? So they will just block and sacrifice. And we cannot prevent it, so we swing. See what happens. I expect a block into sacrifice, into ramp, and then we play this. And that's kinda it. It's still okay. Like, our opponent slowed 2 damage, ramped, but we still deal some damage and we basically make a whole play. As you can see, they have nothing in the board. But man, I'm really scared that they have some weird Sunfall shenanigans. They shouldn't with those creatures, but what if they do? I should tap differently. It should be Sanctuary into Courtyard, because then you can bluff a cut down. Well, you cannot bluff with colorless mana. Man, the Lich Lord is pretty decent, especially with Baron. Like, the word is also meaningful. Alright, Biza. That's actually really good for us. Guys, I think we're doing some crazy stuff here. So how do we play? I actually can outvalue them, I think. So I can just play a zombie and go for the throat. I think this is good. We want to make sure that we slow them down. And I still think we'll get more value. I should probably attack first, but, you know, doesn't matter too much. Oh man, I have no idea if I should play around sweepers or not. If they double block, that's fine. In my opinion, they should never block here. It makes no sense. Like, look, they're denying 2 damage a turn by just having the fish, right? Because I cannot attack with Baron. So I think this is good deal. I'm basically assuming that they don't have sweepers because they are playing so many creatures that sweeper would basically destroy their own deck. So I'm going wider and hope that, you know, it will work. We don't have zombies, right? We could just full swing, but they go with lookout into fish, and that's not great for us. I think we, you know, amp the pressure a little bit. I really want to kill them in, like, reasonable time. Innocence can be nice. Oh my god, they actually went for it. We have Death Touch. So our opponent thinks that that killing this will get them the value they need. And unfortunately, we have another one. You can see how threatening this card is. We have Death Touch, so we kill everything. That is an interesting block. Oh man, I'm so scared that they will just Sunfall me. If I play this and I get Sunfalled, I lose the game. What happens if I don't play this? You know what? I think we just go with this. I do it entirely to avoid Sunfall, because I can play this and try to top deck some creatures, and that might be enough to beat them after they sweep. If they don't have a sweeper, our Death Touchers should be good enough. And even if they kill the Lich Lord, we already have 6 damage and we can just, you know, using Sanctuary, stuff like this. I think we should be able... This is like the safe play. That doesn't get countered by a single card. I really think they shouldn't be playing it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's... Well, that's something. With this, they are in some serious trouble. But they have... I think they have Get Lost. This is some instant. Nothing is tapped, so it's not Right's End. And now we can attack even with Lich Lord. Man, look at the buff. Like, even one was R3. Man, we are swinging for so much. 13 damage. They have to block. This is a forced block. But of course, they probably have a removal. But the wrappings are insanely important, because that means we can replay the whole board unless it gets exiled. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friends. Even with this, it's fine. We can replay every zombie and they're getting dealt a lot of damage. Obviously, this is good play for them, but we can keep pressuring. I would love to use those map tokens, but we cannot at this point. So they might be at 1. They don't have Painlands, right? Yep. Alright. Oh my... No way, bro. Alright, so we don't have Cursecloth Wrappings anymore. But they need to pay 2 mana and lose the creature and lose the card, so I'll take it. But of course, it's really good for them. It's really good for them. I really hope we will be able to use it, but it is what it is, you know? It's fine. The green shell. Oh, that explains a lot. The map tokens are super annoying. Now they can pump it. They decided they want something more. Alright, guys. Alright. Very bad draw, obviously. I mean, like the worst one. Let's be honest, this is the worst one. So how can we play this? I think we have to play like this. I will pump one of the rats. Bro, I'm super happy that we can at least get rid of all the lands, hopefully, from the top, because I would never draw another card if not this Get Lost. See, I would actually lose the game with those top decks. 3 lands in a row. 3 lands in a row. The classic. I think we have to go Innocence and basically wait for a single creature. And we chill. We could try to drain them, but it's so mana intensive, like it costs 6 mana, so that's not really what you want to do. What exactly did you do? Alright, not enough lands yet. Oh, this is a nice draw. See, thanks to those map tokens, we actually made our top decks good again. Whenever this greater... Look at the top card of library. But it has to enter. Oh boy, this is kinda scary. Alright, let's push a little bit of tempo. And let's see what we draw, because Innocence is doing work. And here we go with more lands. Oh great, that's great. What can I do here exactly? I could attack with one. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. We can activate Sanctuary, so if we push some damage, they don't really want to block this. We need to probably stop them before they go absolutely crazy with this. If we got like go for the throat, it would be very, very easy, but even without it, I think we can do it. Do they get 2 triggers and 2 lands? Oh boy. But we have Death Touch. You can see how those rats are making the difference. And they cannot even kill the enchantment because it's just a mere destroy effect, not even exile. Alright, here we go. At least we solved this because, oh my god, they got so much value from this one card. And fine, oh man, the voice. Finally, we get something different. Okay, so how do we deal with this? I think we just play this and see what happens. And we can always flip a Sanctuary. Let's see the card. As you can see, we are getting serious value. Oh my god. And let's play this one so we can double activate. I should not play it probably right now. I should probably attack first. We have Death Touch on everything. I kinda want to attack here. They cannot kill us, right? This is only +4/+4, so this will be 8, 8, 16 damage and 21. Alright, I chickened out. Because I think if we go Sanctuary, into land, into potentially some play, we should be able to overwhelm them basically. I think, but we'll see, we'll see. I should generally like calculate if we can kill them without this swing, but I just wanted to, you know, go for some action. What was it? Ghost Vacuum, alright. Man, the amount of lands. I'm really happy we have Death Touch on everything. As you can see, those creatures are scary, but our rat, that is 1-drop, actually can kill this. And here we go with another fungus and another land. This will be a huge problem because it will pump every creature. And it also gets the pump. So the next turn, if they attack, it will be absolutely insane. The Ooze. Oh, that's insanely bad. They can exile 1 card. But that might be enough. Oh my god, what a turn. 3 creatures. So absolutely, let's go for the Sanctuary. This way we get 1 more attacker. And we get another one. We play like this, we get the good mana. How do we do it? If we attack with everything, is that a force block? Not really. We can drain them, but it doesn't matter because they will heal with Ooze. We could attack only with Death Touchers. And I think we activate this. Yeah, let's go. This will have 2 high stats, so we are not drawing the card. To be honest, maybe if we attack like this, how much damage is it? So 3, 6, 7. They have 6. So 1 goes through, it will be probably Barn or an Innocence. And they need to lose 3 creatures. They will lose probably this, this, and this. This is 20 something damage and we die. More or less, because the Sanctuaries will die. So I think we need to embrace 1 more turn and attack just with this. All of this will be a force block, right? Oh, Death Touch! Alright, the Sanctuaries can attack as well. And this deck is not easy to play, I tell you. Alright, let's go like this. I would man, if we had max speed, this would be a one game. They will heal a ton with us, so I still want to pressure. Like, we cannot kill them on this turn, that's the problem. And if we swing all, they will just get 2 Death Touchers to hit face or something, go to 2, and basically we'll lose 2 different creatures, like Innocence and Baron, and then we might have a problem. They really want those turtles. And we can block one of them with Innocence and maybe Zahur. Oh boy. We'll have Death Toucher on the defense, so that's something. They will probably go for the Lich. Yep, as expected. Man, what a game. But I have to say, this is actually so fun to play. Like, this is like the classic Magic, you know, with creatures and tribes and stuff like this. It's pretty fun. This is an important blocker. Alright, and now they cannot exile Innocence if they have some weird removal that exiles. Because we can sacrifice it in response. But we don't have max speed yet. Alright, Biza. Oh my god, Biza is absolutely insane. Oh, such an irritating card. They basically got like 18 in stats. We can beat it, but I think we will be too slow. Those lands absolutely destroyed us. Like, drawing those 3 lands was the reason we fall super behind, and now they are scaling like crazy. I can kill the turtles, but only one of them. But if we kill them, like, that's something. Yeah, they're out. Really, bro? Come on. I think, like, we will go for one more draw, but you can see this turn was 18... like 25 of stats, and it's just the start. So if we go this, we actually don't survive, so we have to go for this. Yep, I think we needed something that wasn't 3 lands, because we stopped pressuring them. We were okay until that point, and now we are just, you know... I tell you, man, amount of... like, I'm playing like 22 or 23 lands, something like this, so I was scared that I will get mana screwed constantly, and here we are. That's unfortunate. I really think we should win if we didn't whiff. Alright, our opponent is going first. Let's see what we have to fight. Definitely a fast land here. It will save, you know, quite a chunk of damage. And we need to go with Zahur. I really want to attack on the next turn. If we can get speed, that would be so much better, alright? Oh boy, you know that we have not much time. Can I stop, please, drawing lands from the top? Bro, I have like 22 lands. How am I drawing 5 of them in the opening hand? Oh my god, this is like really harsh. As an aggro deck, if you whiff on creatures, you do absolutely nothing. Like, you cannot overdraw lands. It's basically good game. So yeah, we absolutely need to start doing something that isn't more of this. So that could actually be nice. Oh, so we know exactly the deck. One Marauder is out. That's really good. This is their strongest card, the Marauder. I don't want to surveil. Alright, this is nice. With this is exactly the type of draw we needed to, like, skyrocket ahead. Alright. And you can see that if we can get this kind of opening, like, the damage is actually pretty substantial. And now they cannot kill anything. It will deal like 2 damage basically. So let's take our, you know, value for the turn. They still want to have some creatures in the graveyard, and we will be fighting for survival. But we are but if we can get to speed, that will be insane. Alright, okay, they cycle. They have what? 4 creatures? That's a lot. So Marauder is, I think it's from 8, right? So they can play the first one. They will draw the card, up the Beanstalk. I don't think they have so much time. They're basically going absolutely crazy right now, but is that too slow? That's why you need to go as quickly as possible, man. How is it possible to draw more than 50% of the lands at 22 lander? Oh boy. Just shuffler things, you know? Let's swing. and then we get maximum speed. That will be absolutely huge. No, no, stop, stop. Bro. Alright, alright. We will just play another one, right? That's the idea. As long as we get max speed, we can do still some crazy magic. But this definitely helps them. Alright, now we go this. Just make sure. And non-token creature tapped. And let's survey and make sure that the top card is not... Oh, this is good. I think we can take it. It's not a creature, but I think we can get lethal with this, because we can deal exactly 9 damage on the next turn. And if they go for 2 creatures, we can kill both of them. So we will see, we'll see. That's the play for us. Overlord is actually the worst for them, because they don't want more cards, they want more creatures. I really think they should start, like, you know, going all in on defense. They can use 1 green on this. I wonder if they play the land. Yep, they did. And we are so early. I thought it's like turn 6 or something, but we actually both play land every turn. Okay, that's the first creature. Yeah, I think... Oh no, this card is so good for them. Okay, okay. That's fine, that's fine. As long as they are fully tapped, we win. And this will be, I think, the perfect lethal. Here you go. A card, okay? Just making sure that I don't need to discard non-land, because then I would lose this. And this is actually a winning card. Let's kill this guy. Man, like, imagine if we missed 1 damage in this whole game. Our opponent, I think they spent too much time setting up. I don't think it was worth to go like so crazy on this. And this is exactly 9 damage, and we swing for a win. I think we deserve this one. Even with this crazy flute, we still managed to do it. Alright guys, I hope you had a lot of fun with our zombies that come back from the dead, and we have so much to talk about. And first things first, I feel that I really need to defend this case, because Enduring Innocence is like the last card you want to go with the zombies, and it has some upsides, it has some downsides, and I'm not sure fully about this card even after playing. Sometimes it really helps, sometimes it doesn't synergize as well enough. So basically the idea was that we need some card advantage, some value engine. Wrappings is amazing, and basically we also can get the same effect with Lich Lord. However, if we don't get like enough creatures, and sometimes it happens, especially when I got flooded like crazy today, and we're at 22 lands, so we really shouldn't. So I just try to find a way to get more creatures consistently. So you have, you know, Taurisian Welcome or something like this, but I think it's too slow. I like this because it goes to the enchantment form when it dies. So it's basically like a creature that doesn't get removed. And not only it does this, but it also has lifing. So sometimes against mono red you can, you know, try to raise them a little bit. And I think that the fact that, look, 3-drop is actually 2/3. All of our zombies have like cool abilities, which means that they have they basically are understated. So I thought that maybe we can use it to our advantage. Like even our 2-drop is a 2/2 because it has ward, it has cool ability, and basically everything except Zahur draws card with Enduring Innocence, and even like 3-drop. So that's kinda insane. By the way, I have to say this: in all of the games I have played, I never drew a single slash. Never. And you will see, we'll talk about the stats later, but I just have to point it out. So I really think this kinda makes sense. However, what I didn't really see coming is the fact that we get all those buffs with Baron, with Wrappings, and then it stops working. However, if you have creatures, buffs, I mean, at this point you probably are kinda okay. So I'm still on the fence. The other choice was Geeks, but it's also not a zombie, and I couldn't really find a zombie for 2 or 3 mana that would make perfect sense and it would feel better than this. So I rest my case. Is that the best slot? Probably not, but it kind of worked for me more or less. But maybe you can find something else. I just missed 3 mana zombie. I'm not going for the Reaper because we have this in standard, but oh boy. You don't want to deal damage to yourself unless you really have to. But maybe you can go crazy and try this and tell me in the comments how it went. So, after this is done, the score. But first, huge thank you to all of our patrons for allowing us to play with zombies today. Thank you guys for your support. It's honestly really appreciated and it makes a difference. So thank you for helping make this content, and we can continue and try to, you know, find some cool brews so you can enjoy standard in ways you never expected. And about this score, we actually went 3-3, which normally I would consider a very good result, because if you can play a non-meta deck and basically match the ladder with all the meta decks, that's already great. That means you had fun and you still got decent result. However, I have to say, guys, even though this is probably like the best zombie deck by far I've played, because look at the Aetherdrift cards. Man, Aetherdrift cards are like half of this deck. Like, this was the deck before Aetherdrift. Oh, sorry. It's more. Man, all of the zombies are from Aetherdrift. Like, this deck is only from this set. You can just play limited with this. And unfortunately, even with those upgrades, the zombies just feel like a very weak tribe all around. I think Slasher, Ascendant, and Zahur are really good, but the 1-drops, especially, I didn't even want to play this, to be honest, but it kind of felt forced. I think the Rat did better job, because with Death Touch, it always trades for card, which means that when you get it back, you trade again for the card, and that gives you a slow card advantage over time, like similar to Tiny Bones, basically. That also is a menace to red decks, because they always need to spend a card and mana to get rid of it. And you know, with Slasher, you also get huge advantage. I cannot really tell you because I literally never drew it in any of the games, and I was thinking about this before making outro. I actually drew every single card. Most of the time, multiple times. Like, we had Baron in like every game. Wrappings, multiples. But Slasher, not a single one. I guess this is too strong of a meta card to, you know, so we can draw it. The mana base is a little bit sketchy as well, because it's actually a good thing here, because there are so many lands that make cool sense that you just need to decide which one is cooler for the deck. I went with responsible, you know, approach with Cavern of Souls, but I personally usually cut anti-control because there's so little control in standard. Everyone is just trying to smash their face with a club like a caveman. So I think I would cut Cavern of Souls at 1 Sanctuary and 1 Raceway. Raceway is super important because you can play it on turn 2 and you have 1-drop, then you hit your opponent's face and you already are halfway to max speed. And max speed in this deck makes a difference. Zahur, Ascendant, and even the fact that you can give haste to a zombie, so you can basically replace something from the graveyard and already start attacking. I think this is a huge, like, punch that you get additionally. I wanted to go for double Raceway, but then I had to cut Sanctuaries. It just felt awkward. You really don't want too much chorus mana in this deck because of Zahur. You need both colors on turn 2, so that's a sketchy thing. You need to tailor it, you know, how you like it, basically. I felt this is a good balance of responsibility, but I would probably cut Cavern of Souls unless you start seeing more counter spells. So that's kinda it, I think. I think we talked about everything. You have seen how stab can be so much better than cut down. I usually like using stab in decks that run creatures, because then you can basically always guarantee this will kill something when you add blocks and, you know, combat between creatures. There's always a room for debuffing something so it doesn't do anything, as you have seen today. And the wrappings are very expensive, but the fact that it's an artifact, so it's super hard to remove, and it pumps everything and gives you basically kinda double value for every zombie. You just need to draw them. So for me, the biggest problem were lands. I honestly, after today, I would probably cut lands down to 21 and later probably to 20. All we need is 3 mana to play the whole game, and wrappings can be, you know, played later when you have no value. And I think this would be probably better, because I whiffed so much that I couldn't get maximum value from this. And by the way, I crafted it. I actually crafted this card for today's video. So please like and subscribe if you want to support making content. Tell me in the comments how you liked it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you tomorrow.